talk for a little bit and we'll wait for people to get here. No one's gonna be here for at least until it lets us know the people are here. The kid just started screaming in the hallway. How fun is that?
Right at the second we hit play.
Right, literally the second I hit start broadcast, the kid started screaming in the hallway. It never fails.
They're such brats.
They really are.
It's not their fault. It's their parents' fault.
I mean, yeah, someone should let them know that the public, well not public, but like the hallway of an apartment building is not their playground, but it doesn't matter. I don't know if you guys were here last week. No one's here yet, but for people watching this back later, if they actually do watch it back later, I don't know if you guys were here last week, but that was a thing. The kids screaming in the back the whole time. It was quite unfortunate how loud they were, but that's okay. I don't think it hindered anything, so I doubt they'll be like super distracting or anything.
Well, not to you guys at least. They probably will be to us. But
That's okay.
oh well.
We have one person here. That's interesting. It might have just been me looking at it on my phone, checking to make sure it was actually like showing up on the subscription page and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tweet it out and stuff also, just cause. Why not?
I just got a buzz on my phone.
Good. Oh, there's 3 people here now. That's weird. All right. Hello, people. Woohoo! I'm only a minute late this time.
Hi,
You're not
welcome.
late in the slightest. We have not done anything yet.
No.
We're just kind of sitting here awkwardly waiting for someone to show up. Hey, Melody.
Hey.
All right. Hey, both of you guys.
Girls.
Girls. I mean, you know what I mean.
All 3 of you girls.
All 3. Oh, there's
Yo,
6 people. There's 6
yay.
people here. That's weird.
Hi Ashley, glad you could make it.
Very glad you're all here. Very, very cool. Well, we don't really have a plan of what we're gonna do or talk about. What are we gonna talk about, Giselle?
We planned this out really well. Right now,
I've literally not thought about this a single time until just now. Like we talked about this last week. Like let's do a live show. Let's try to do a live show every Thursday, and we'll switch off doing like channels. Like we'll do your channel and my channel and your channel and my channel. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like super planning on doing the live show today. And like I even mentioned in my wrap up that I uploaded this morning, and I didn't even think about it. I haven't had a single thought about what I'm actually going to talk about during this live show.
Right now,
Go me.
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone games. I'm playing Tiny Tower, which
You can't really see
is
it.
addictive and bad and terrible.
Look at all the little tiny rooms she has. Look at all that.
Yeah, I have 180 people and 95 floors, so.
Melody said, "Do you guys plan on reading a book together again, like you guys did with Queen of the Clearland?"
That was supposed to be a buddy read, but nobody else did it.
I did mention that in my video that we were supposed to be like a Voxer group buddy read, and then we ended up reading it at the same time, just us, like talking about it back and forth, and that was fun. So we should do that again.
Yeah.
And then we've done it several times where she'll read a book and then tell me to read it, and then I'll read it, like in Ella Enchanted, or last year we read Enchanted April together.
Yeah, that was.
And she read A Little Princess, and I read A Little Princess. It's all like.
It's mostly me just telling him to read books, and then he does.
But this is the first time
that book was awesome.
This is the first time we were like, you know what, this book. I guess Enchanted April we kind of did that last year, but this year it was just like, I mean this time reading the Queen of the Clearland was just like, why we thought we would read it with more people, and it was just us, and we both had it, so we both just ended up listening to it.
Enchanted April, technically my sisters and mom read that too, and I don't even think we discussed it though. My mom and 2 of my sisters, and now one of my cousins has joined in, and we have like a reading book club, but I rarely participate because they like reading a lot of
different stuff.
Dense, like non-fiction books that are like 1,000 pages, and I'm like.
Not you just said you like to read those. They like to read those.
They read those for book club, and I don't always have the time to invest into that. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if we ended up discussing Enchanted April, but that was my pick. I was like, let's read Enchanted April. I've never read it.
And then I read it also.
Enchanted April was actually in my first haul on
BookTube?
Yeah, on BookTube.
Very first haul.
Yeah, I bought it in July, and then I started later in that July, and I was like.
And then it was her top book of last year.
Yeah, I finally read it. It took me a couple of years, but.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm assuming that we're going to be reading books together again at some point. There's not, our tastes are similar in a lot of ways, but there's hardly any time where what we're reading overlaps.
I feel like we have a lot of the same opinions when we do read the same books.
Oh yeah, most of the time when we read the same books, we think the exact same things, and like it's so nice to have someone right there, like you can talk to every single day about like, can you believe Kelsey did that in The Queen of the Tearling? What the F was that?
Yeah, that was not my favorite book. I think Chris liked it a little bit more than I did, but it just.
I think because I had literally no idea what it was going into it, like I barely paid attention to what it was beforehand. So I was just surprised by it, and I thought it was interesting, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think I wasn't expecting a fantasy, and I got like a dystopian with slight fantasy elements in it, and like the fantasy elements didn't even really kick in until like the end of the book, and so I was like, I don't know. It was like mostly dystopian with small fantasy bits, and I was
yeah.
like, that was weird. But also, Kelsey is just so annoying. I think she's a total hypocrite.
She is.
So.
I agree.
Yeah, I just.
Anyway.
Her character bothered me, but I liked her by the end a little bit better. Like, there's something that she did in the last few pages that I was like, yeah, you go, girl.
Yeah, she was cool at the end. Like, she got better, so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other books we could possibly read at the same time together. We like listen to books a lot together. We've listened to several books together.
Yeah, we're a very little bit of the way into Talking to Dragons, so we haven't even listened to it in months, so we're probably going to finish listening to it later this month when we drive down to his parents' house for
Yeah,
Easter.
we started reading the Enchanted Forest Chronicles. We read the first 3 books. We listened to all of them together while we like went places and like we're at like airports or like driving places around and stuff. And then the 4th one we started on the way back here from Thanksgiving, and we haven't. Did we do that? That was? And
I don't think so.
we just never finished it. We haven't done anything.
We're not even halfway through yet, though.
It's been a long time since I watched you. How are you guys doing? We're doing fantastically.
Good.
In my opinion, we're doing very well.
We both took a power nap before this. We were both really tired.
Yeah, I was asleep literally 5 minutes before getting on here. So if I'm out of it, that's why. But I'm feeling a little better now. We're about to have some sugar, hopefully, to wake us up a little bit. Last week we did this thing on her channel, on the live show on her channel, where we just like had pie and ice cream. So we thought we might keep up that little thing as a tradition. When we do live show, we'll get some more desserts. So we got some more desserty things we're gonna have in a little bit, but we're doing very well.
We stopped at the store on the way here, in particular, just to
specifically just to get something to eat while we do this, to make you guys jealous that you don't have any. Sorry. Anyway.
What does that mean?
Oh, our stream health says that it's not very good. Video output low.
I don't know why that is.
Me neither.
It's probably just our internet crapping out like it does all the time.
Yeah, I don't know how easy it is to see us right now, but
yeah.
Hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, hi. I can't even see very well. It's like way down there. Kyle Roberts. Hi. So yeah, I was asleep until I was awake. Until 3 a.m. last night working on stuff. That's kind of been the norm the past few days. I was up until like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. the past few days. And it shows today. It's been showing quite a bit. You're back. Are you back? Oh, I didn't realize this chat wasn't scrolled all the way down, so I didn't see everything everyone was saying. Any favorites? We both love mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, I like Moose Tracks a lot too.
It's not hard to see. Thank you for letting us know that. Yeah, the thing on here says that our stream health is not so great, but I feel like it's probably fine. Like I can see us, and it doesn't look like it's too jumpy or anything. So, yeah.
Yeah, Moose Tracks though.
Moose Tracks.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
We got mint chocolate. We got thin mint Girl Scout cookies, thin mint ice cream, and we also got thin mints to put inside our thin mint ice cream.
You didn't miss anything, Steve. we've just been talking
Oh,
about
Steve, what's
reading
up?
books together and stuff.
And ice cream, and me just waking up 5 minutes before this
I don't really
started.
like cookie dough ice cream. I'd rather go with normal, just chocolate chip ice cream any day.
I don't think I've actually ever had cookie dough ice cream before. This is, it's really weird. I don't know why I've never had that before, but I just never have. It's never really appealed to me. Mint chocolate, though, is the best. Hugs from Peru.
Hey,
Wow.
awesome.
What's up?
That's so cool. I love hearing where all our subscribers are from. That's awesome.
Yeah. We've got a few people that watch our vlog that are from various points all over the world, which is really interesting. It's always fun to hear where people are from.
Yeah.
Especially considering I don't know, like, I don't really watch that many YouTubers that do like a daily vlog kind of thing, or like any sort of vlog kind of thing, that live outside of America. So like I don't know what daily life is like a lot of the time in those countries, other countries. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know, that sounds really weird, but I'm just mean, I feel like it's probably different to watch. It's probably a pretty different feeling to watch a vlog of us doing our thing. I don't know how different it is.
We're pretty unsocial people. It's like we don't even do much. We just
Oh yeah, we don't really do anything.
sit inside our cave all day.
Yeah, anyway.
Reading books and watching videos.
I love Peru, Steve says. Representing Michigan over here. Michigan. My friend lives in Michigan. He goes to the University of Michigan. But, anyway.
I don't know if I know anyone who lives in Michigan. I don't know. I've been to Michigan.
I've never been to Michigan. Guys, I finished, so today I basically started and finished 3 books. I started and finished 3 of the series of Unfortunate Event books. I read, which ones did I read? The Miserable Mill, and what's the next one? The Austere Academy, and the, what's the other one called? The Ersatz Elevator. I read those 3 today. Wonderful.
They're some of my favorites. Melody, where in California are you from?
Hawaii.
I'm from
Hawaii and California.
I'm like a couple hours north of LA. I'm in the high desert. I don't know if you know where that is.
You're not there right now, but
That's where I'm from. I spent 18 years of my life there. So.
As she says, a girl from Peru. Sorry, it's really hard to read your name. It's like in gray. It like really blends into the background. Andrea. There we go. Andrea from Peru. So she also just reads books and not socializes. That's pretty great.
I feel like that's what a lot of people on BookTube do.
Which is awesome. You should keep doing that forever. I like how Steve has lived everywhere, ever. He's lived pretty much everywhere. We had a conversation about this once in email, like a long time ago. How he's lived everywhere. What?
3 mirrors and 2 more hands. 6 more hands. Yeah, well, I just didn't feel like sticking it in a bun because it was being stupid. So instead I just did a Dutch braid.
I did kind of notice that you were just kind of doing that in the background. She's from Victorville.
Oh, he's saying that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple. Hey, Melody, we lived super close to each other. Melody, oh my gosh.
Oh.
We should do a meetup when we're gonna be in LA for our honeymoon and the week before honeymoon.
Yeah.
We should do a meetup at some point. That'd be
the
awesome.
week before our honeymoon. You mean the week of our honeymoon?
Yeah.
We're
gonna be in California for a week and a half.
Yeah, we're
gonna be in LA.
We're flying to LA on June 22nd, and we're gonna be there until July 1st for our wedding and for our honeymoon.
Yeah, the high desert is Apple Valley, Hesperia, Victorville, and then I guess I'd technically consider Barstow in that as well, and Silver Lakes, and it's like a whole bunch of places.
I don't know any of these places. I've never been to California before, so. Just Steve said he's been everywhere but Australia. I've been nowhere, including Australia. So yeah, we've thought about like trying to hang out with some people like on the West Coast, BookTube related and vlog related and all that stuff. If anybody would be interested in that, because we're gonna be there for a whole week, and we're gonna be on our honeymoon, but yeah, we'll
doing a meetup. There's a day that we're not really doing much at all. I think it's actually Friday that we are hardly doing anything.
Well, yeah, we just want to. It might have been Thursday, it might have been Friday. I don't know. We're just like we're pretty set on, just having a nice relaxing week and a half for our wedding and honeymoon and stuff. So if you're heading to California, you guys should totally check out City Lights. It's Lawrence Ferlinghetti's famous bookstore. Have you ever heard of that?
No. I didn't really shop down in like LA and stuff, which is where I'm guessing that is.
Oh, I didn't know you were from Malaysia. He's been subscribed to me for a really long time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I didn't know you were from Malaysia. That's awesome. That's really cool. When is the wedding? The wedding is June 25th. Wedding is June 25th in the morning sometime. So, if...
yeah, I hope you don't get caught. Thanks for watching anyway, though, even though we have stuff to be doing.
we're so important that you can just watch us while you work. It's fun.
Hey, Candy Vlogger. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Universal Studios would be awesome. Yeah, we're going to Universal Studios. We're going to Harry Potter World. We don't care about the rest of Universal Studios. We're going to Harry Potter World on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we're going on Tuesday after the 25th. So that's the 28th, June 28th. We're gonna go to Harry Potter World for part of our honeymoon. Just for that day, we're gonna spend the whole day there and stuff. We're going to Disneyland and we're gonna go to Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
I've never been to Universal Studios before, which is really funny because it's really close to my house.
I've been there in Florida. I've been to the Florida one, but I've never been in the California one. I've never been to California. I've never been to the Florida Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I've never been to the Harry Potter thing anywhere, so I'm super excited to do that.
I've been to Disneyland 100 billion times, which is way better, obviously, because Disneyland. Oh, yeah. We're actually getting married in Redlands, so.
Oh. Is that Hal?
Oh, I think it is.
I think that is Hal.
You're a punk. Go away, you brat. Hal's my brother, by the way, you guys.
Effectively affected is Giselle's brother.
I think
We're pretty sure. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure. City Lights is in San Francisco. Oh. How far away is San Francisco? That's kind of far away, I think.
San Francisco is really far away.
It might be, it's probably too far away.
It's like a 7-hour drive, or 8.
It'll probably, it'll be, wait, what? It's an 8-hour drive from LA?
Yeah.
We're definitely not going there, I'm sorry.
From LA it's probably closer to 9.
Oh yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah, LA is right here, and
I am not driving.
San Francisco all the way.
I am not driving on our honeymoon.
I've driven to San Francisco. I've driven to San Francisco before, but yeah.
I've hardly ever seen a phenomenon like the way the Harry Potter books have worked themselves, and just being a bedrock part of young people's lives. It really has. I bought the first Harry Potter book, when I was 8. I went to a toy store and bought the first Harry Potter book for myself with my allowance when I was 8, and it's been a huge part of my life ever since. So it's yeah, I think a lot of people have similar stories. So
I don't know. It's just I've never been that obsessed with Harry Potter. I really love Harry Potter, but I just don't tend to obsess about things that much. And so it's even though I started reading Harry Potter when I was 5, I never really considered it.
You hurt Hal's feelings.
He'll get over it. I love you.
She's just kidding.
No, I don't want you to leave. Feel free to stay, but stop being a punk. Stop trolling our chat.
He's not trolling. It's okay. You're so mean.
I am a mean person. If you're just figuring this out now, I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway, so we're gonna go to a few other places in California as well. In LA, our hotel, we're going down to LA the night of our wedding, just so because we're doing the wedding in Redlands, California, and then we're just gonna go right to LA and just stay there the rest of the time, so we don't have to go anywhere else. So that's we're gonna be in LA, and we're just gonna go to various places around LA,
Universal and
Disney,
Anaheim.
Yeah, Anaheim, Disneyland, and Harry Potter. We're going to the Huntington, and possibly other stuff.
Yeah, we'll see.
So it'll be a really fun time.
We're going to museums and stuff on our honeymoon because that's
we're going to
the coolest.
Disney and Harry Potter and museums and stuff. So that's, yeah, we're pretty awesome. Just saying. The tar pits. What is the tar pits? Do you know what that is?
No.
I have a feeling that's in reference to something we've said, but I don't know.
I'm not sure at this point.
Giselle, are you ready for ice cream yet?
Yeah, I was about to go get it, actually.
I'm gonna go get it.
No,
You
keep them entertained.
No, you talk
No,
to
you
Jim.
keep them entertained.
I don't know if I can be entertaining by myself.
Whatever, you totally can.
Yeah, let's see. The Labrie tar pits. You're gonna have to be more elaborative than that, Steve, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, Hal knows what he's talking about. You don't know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
I was sheltered. I never left my house until I was 20.
I have no idea what that is, but maybe we'll look it up, yeah, I don't know. Just explain it to us. We're both really excited. We just got our buried prehistoric animals. We just got our ticket, or like our flights and like our hotel stuff taken care of. I still haven't like gotten like my friends like addresses to send them invitations, and we haven't sent out invitations or anything yet, or done anything related to it yet because we're kind of lazy bums, but
/ busy. I don't know if anyone who watches the vlog would ever call you a lazy bum.
Yeah, I guess I'm not lazy, but
You're a busy bum.
I'm a busy bum. I do too much stuff. Oh crap. I'm trying to Google the tar pits, but it just accidentally Googled something else by accident. The Labrie, I'm going to say Labrie because that's how I imagine it's said, are a group of tar pits around which Hancock Park was formed in urban Los Angeles. Natural asphalt has seeped up from the ground in this area for tens of thousands of years. The tar is often covered with dust, leaves, or water. Coolio.
There's actually
That's awesome.
an exit near my house or whatever.
Oh.
Like, it's like probably an hour from my house. I don't know. There's an exit. I think it's Zixi or something like that. It's just like X's and Y's and Z's.
Okay.
California's really weird.
Hal said yeah, she was homeschooled. I'm guessing that's to your comment about not leaving the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Chris, did you end up seeing all the Oscar-nominated films? I saw a lot of them. I didn't really care about a lot of them. I talked about this in one of the vlogs. I talked about this in Sunday's vlog, which hasn't gone out yet, because that's when the Oscars happened. But I didn't really care that much about a lot of the movies that were there this year. The last 2 years, I've live tweeted the Oscars on Twitter and stuff. Yes, we got
Thin Mints.
Thin Mint ice cream with Thin Mints in it.
You're like 8 times the size of me.
And
You're
our
sitting so close.
Our awesome Fox Bowls.
They're our favorites.
I did like The Revenant. I'm glad The Revenant did well and all that. I just... Steve didn't like The Revenant. I know a lot of people think it was really boring, and I can see that. It wasn't that exciting for me. It was supposed to be really exciting, I thought, but it wasn't very exciting. It was kind of boring. But it was beautiful. It was beautifully shot and stuff. I never saw Mad Max. I do want to see it, but I don't really care enough to see it. Steve's a hater. Maybe this is like ridiculous of me to say, but my two favorite movies last year were The Martian and Star Wars, and I knew neither of them were going to win anything. Last year I didn't have any movies that I was like, this movie is like gorgeous. It's one of my new favorite movies of all time. I just like had a couple movies that I thought like, yeah, that was nice. That was a good movie. That was perfectly fine and fun escapism, and I really liked it a lot. But there were no movies that like really got into me.
Yeah, we're just doing this to make you guys jealous. It's true.
We
Slash
love these
because
bowls.
it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, these bowls are the best. They're
Hey,
so cute.
1 second.
I think we got them from Walmart.
Walmart. No, we got them from Target. Target.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was Target.
It was Walmart.
It was definitely Target.
It was definitely Walmart.
It was definitely Target. Because we got those towels from Target also.
We got them from Walmart.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% positive.
I'm 100% positive we got them from Target.
Well, you're wrong. We haven't even been to Target in so long.
Yeah.
Remember how I bought the
But
second...
we bought these a long time
But
ago.
we bought the second dish towel there. Remember? We
I don't
bought them
know.
with the dish towels and I bought the second one like 2 months later. We did not get them at Target. He's wrong.
No, we got them at Target. Anyway, look, ice cream and a live show. I'm vlogging, just so you guys know in the chat.
We don't have Hulu, but...
Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
But Chris has been watching 11/23/60.
Wow,
whatever.
that was awful.
11/22/63.
Yes, I've been watching.
You said it wrong. Okay, there we go.
11/22/63 is extremely disappointing, and I don't like it because it's terribly adapted. It's completely different from the book, and it really makes me upset that they did a lot of the stuff they did. I really don't like it at all, honestly. Okay, no, that's not true. The other day, I watched one of the episodes again. Not again. I watched one of the next episodes that just came out, and I was like, I tried to watch it subjectively as like, okay, this is a TV show. Let me watch it as if I don't know the book, and maybe I'll enjoy it more. And I did. I tried to disconnect it from the book, and was just like, okay, this as a TV show is okay, and I understand some of the things they did, but the book is so much better. It's kind of insulting. Like, I don't like any of the changes that they've made in the TV show. So
I've heard really good things about the Room, the movie. I haven't read the book, but I've heard that they're really good. Adaptations.
I've only watched Room, the movie. I did not read the book Room. I watched Room, the movie, and it was really good. It was a really good movie. So I don't know how good of an adaptation is. From what I saw, people talk about it. It seemed like it was a good adaptation. But for me, that was a really good movie, and I liked it. James Franco is a big fan of the book. James Franco, I thought was going to do a good job as the main character, and he is. They just made him so serious. He's always like frowning all the time. He's like, so the book character is like pretty. I don't know. He's not a super serious guy all the time. I mean, he has his serious moments, obviously, but he's like lighthearted a lot of the time. But James Franco just plays him so stoically, and the series is completely different. The story is 100% different. From the very first episode, everything is different. It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I never watched the Stand miniseries. Let's see. Hal told me that I should learn early. She's always right. Wonderful.
He already knows that.
I know that already. Have I? Oh, yeah. I am going to watch The Dark Tower because I feel like that's going to be good. I'm super excited. I'm really glad with the casting. I don't know about Matthew McConaughey. I made a tweet the other day that was like, I don't know about Matthew McConaughey, but I just thought it was going to be really cool. A lot of people like that tweet, but I think it's because the way I spelled Matthew McConaughey, and like I didn't know how to spell Matthew McConaughey, so I just like spelled it out kind of ridiculously. But I'm super excited for The Dark Tower. That one, I know they're gonna have to do a lot of stuff to make it different, to make it fit into a movie better, and that's okay. Like, I feel like The Dark Tower is just a whole different thing than 11/22/63. If they were doing a Dark Tower TV show, then that would be, they could do it a lot more similar to the book. But it just really upsets me that they're doing so many changes to the TV show when they have so much room. They could have fit everything that happens in the book into a TV show. They really could have, and it could have been a really good TV show. But they changed everything.
Do you feel like it's dumbed down?
Yeah. They first of all, they completely changed the time that you go back to. In the book, you go back to 1958, a specific day in 1958, and in the TV show, you go back to a specific day in 1960. And a lot of the point is how long Jake has to wait back there in the past before the events start to happen, and like what happens to him, like his journey there, like while he's there, and like his life there. And this like skips ahead a bunch, and just like skips over so much stuff, and the characters' personalities are different. They add these weird characters. There's one character in the There's just one character in the book that's just like middle-aged, too old-ish guy, and he's like a 20-year-old in the TV show. It doesn't make any sense. Then he becomes James Franco's sidekick for like the next couple episodes. It's really weird. I don't like it. Anyway, As long as we're counting calories. What's Thin Mints mushed into mint chocolate chip ice cream? 1,000,000, 2, 10.
No, it's not Thin Mints mushed in mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's Thin Mint ice cream with Thin Mints in it that we put in separately. So there's double the Thin Mints. So yeah, about 2 million, I'd say.
There's lots of calories, but yeah, I don't care. It's treat Thursday. It's dessert Thursday. It's our live show dessert. It's mine.
Oh, Steve, that was mean.
It seems that a lot of the times movies or series made off of Stephen King works are always pretty different. They are. Like, I don't understand why people feel like they need to change things so much.
Yeah. Chris and I were actually having a conversation about this the other day for like a really long time about why people change the book so much.
Yeah, like why adaptations tend to change things so much. For the purpose of making the adaptation. Like we were talking about Ella Enchanted, that movie sucks. I was talking about my problems with 11/22/63. We were talking about like whose fault it is, if it's like the writer's fault, like the screenwriter's fault, or the director's fault, or the producer's fault, or whose fault is it, and like who has control over that and kind of thing. And
but it's like they're tanking their own movies / shows. Like they're kind of screwing themselves over by doing it a lot of the times because people who are going to be watching it, a lot of the people are going to be people who read the books, and they're going to be disappointed or upset, and then boycott the movie or show, and then their movie's going to tank, and it's going to be their own fault for being idiots.
And not giving people what they want when it comes to an adaptation of something. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but...
Chris didn't watch Under the Dome.
No, I never watched Under the Dome. I just didn't have any desire to watch Under the Dome. I heard right off the get-go that it was really different from the book, and that it was just going to be this really long thing that they just made it like super long to fit into this really long series or whatever, and people just told me it was really bad, so I never even gave it a shot, really.
I don't think either of us have read Understand. Did you read Understand?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, neither of us have read it, and I haven't seen the movie either.
I
just remember my mom coming home from Ender's Game and being like, he looks like your nephew, like the kid in that. And I'm like, no, Mom, but she's looks like my oldest nephew.
I want to read the book, and I want to see the movie for that. I don't know if I'd like either of them, but I'm pretty sure that I want to read and watch it. The guy who plays the kid who plays the main character in that is like, I love that actor. He's great because he's in Hugo. It was awesome.
My favorite book movie adaptation would probably pretty much be just all those like classics, like the Jane Austen classics and stuff. My favorite would probably be the 5-hour BBC Pride and Prejudice. I really love that.
Are you answering Medley's question?
Yeah.
Okay.
What our favorite book to movie adaptation is, but I also love the one for North and South. I think they did a phenomenal job with that. The only thing I liked better about the book than I did the TV show was that you get to hear Mr. Thornton's thoughts. You get to hear his inner dialogue, which you don't see in the show. But besides that, I think they did a wonderful job. And I really love I really love the 1995 Emma adaptation. I really love the 1996 Sense and Sensibility adaptation and the 2008 Sense and Sensibility adaptation. That one's really good too. And yeah, there's a lot that I love.
There was a...
Oh, I like the Stardust one too. I love that movie. Okay.
There was a question... Well, there was a comment a second ago that's kind of gone now. That was about the Stand miniseries. I have not seen that, and like I said before, I maybe I will go watch that at some point. I think I want to read the book again first. I don't really remember the book very well. I think I would rather read it again first and then watch it. But anyway, my favorite adaptation... I honestly have no idea. I had to think about that for a while. It's difficult because I don't think there are very many good ones. The Martian. There we go. That was easy.
Who's your favorite character, Hal? Is it the guy that like lives in the forest? Is that who you're talking about? In Fellowship?
Tom Bobaldi, whatever his name is. Bombaldi, that guy. Wait.
That's not his name.
What's his name?
That's
something like that.
That's the only character that I can think off the top of my head.
It's something like that.
Not in there.
I don't remember.
Not in there.
Whatever.
Guy that lives in the forest. He has like a magical ring or something. I don't know. I haven't read that book in like 10 years. So, Is there a movie edition of Moby Dick?
Bombadil.
That's
I
really
knew,
good?
like, my brain was dyslexic and saw the name in my head, but then read it wrong in my head. So sorry about that. Anyway, oh, Misery. Misery is the best Stephen King adaptation out there. Absolutely, the absolute best. The only really good one. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Didn't think about that. Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movies of all time. So that one also.
Enchanted April is a really good book to movie adaptation as well.
It is. We read it and then watched it together, so that was really good.
I mean, I'd seen it like several times before then because that movie is amazing.
Well, it was my first time experience both the book and the movie, and we did both. And
he really loved both of them.
I liked both of them a lot.
And
Stand By Me and Green Mile are also good.
And like the edition from the 80s of The Secret Garden, I think it's from like 88 or something. That is a really, really good edition of The Secret Garden. I love it. I like it more than the book, honestly. They're both, probably just for nostalgia's sake, but they're both amazing.
The Scoring of the Shire, second to last.
Can't he turn himself invisible or something though, Tom? I thought he could.
I don't know.
I thought he could do something weird. I don't remember though.
I
haven't read it for so long.
I've never actually read Green Mile, but I do like the movie quite a bit. The Mist is also a really good movie. Frank Darabont does do a really good job with making Stephen King movies. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Misery, The Mist, Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption. Those are my favorite Stephen King adaptations. Anyway. The Mist is tragic. It's one of the has one of the most messed up endings in the movie. It's ridiculous. They're making a TV show off The Mist now. Like, you know, the movie that they made, like that was a while ago, and now they're making a TV show off The Mist, apparently. The Gregory Peck Moby Dick, for the love of Mike. See, I need to read Moby Dick.
Oh dear, Gregory Peck.
Who's Gregory Peck?
You don't know who Gregory Peck is?
I probably do. I just don't.
You live in a hole?
Yes, I do.
Look him up.
I'm looking up Gregory Peck. Okay, I don't recognize his face.
What? He's from To Kill a Mockingbird.
I've never watched To Kill a Mockingbird.
But I think that's what he's most popular from, right, guys?
He's in Cape Fear, Martin Scorsese. I watched that. I don't remember him in that, but I've heard the name before. Anyway, I've never read Moby Dick, Steve. I have an amazing, beautiful Penguin English Library edition of Moby Dick that is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it, but I haven't read it yet. So I'm going to read it.
Call Me Ishmael. Call Me Ishmael is amazing, and no, neither of us have read Moby Dick. I'm kind of terrified of it because all my
I've never even read To Kill a Mockingbird, so no, I've never watched it.
Neither have I. I've seen the movie, but not for like 10 or 15 years. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie of To Kill a Mockingbird, but Moby Dick, my dad hates that book with such a passion, so every time that would even get mentioned in our house, he's like, that's the worst book in the world, it's so boring, I hate it, blah, 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 blah.
I think I would like Moby Dick if I hadn't read it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I really do want to, though. Like, it's one of those books that I actually really do want to read. And then, let's see, It. Someone mentioned It. People have been talking about It. I like It. Yeah. I mean, I've never read It. I mean, I've seen the TV adaptation or whatever, the little mini-series with Tim Curry. He was amazing. Who I just listened to narrate a few Series of Unfortunate Events books, and he's awesome. Actually, he only narrated the last one. The other two were narrated by Lemony Snicket. But anyway, I really Donald Trump wants to see your long-form birth certificate. Donald Trump can suck it.
I've seen To Kill a Mockingbird, but I still haven't read it, and I have a really beautiful edition of it that I bought a year or so ago that I need to read. So.
I will read To Kill a Mockingbird at some point.
Yeah.
Now that she's dead, I guess I should read it. I probably should. Anyway.
The Toodles Noodles wants an addicting fantasy series to get into. Well, I don't know what you've read, Toodles Noodles, but
if you have not read the Gentleman Bastard series, for the love of all things holy, please do so, because it's my favorite. And then anything by Brandon Sanderson, Mistborn, Warbreaker, Elantris, Stormlight Archive, any of those will do. I don't know. I'm gonna read the Dresden Files at some point very soon. I keep meaning to start it, but I never do. Anyway.
Holly loves those in the Iron Druid Chronicles.
I know that she's dead. I guess I should read it. That'll be the close at night. I will read it. I only read books when the authors die, unless they're Stephen King and Brandon Sanderson.
I love the Redwall books. I read the first Aragon book, and I really liked it while I was reading it, and then I got to the end of it, and I was like, I hated that. Why? What? And then I started to read the second one, and I was like, I give up. This was awful.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Aragon.
When I was...
choking on my own
That...
Sorry.
That book came out when I was like 13 or 14 or 15 or something like that. One of those years. And I really, really liked Aragon when it first came out. Christopher Paolini was like my hero at that point in time. Like I was like obsessed with like waiting for the next book to come out and stuff, and like really wanting to like be like him, because he published that book when he was like 17 or 18 or something like that. And I was like, I want to do that. And then the second one came out, and I tried to read it, and I just could not get into it. And I was just like, got over it, and like that. Like I was like, never mind.
See,
I don't care anymore.
It's like you enjoy the first book, and then you try to read the second one, and you're just like, I have no interest in this at all. I love Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh yeah, I just read Chronicles of Narnia for the last time.
First
time last year. First time last year. And Brent Weeks. I'm gonna read some Brent Weeks very soon. Please get into Gentleman Bastards, because it is literally my favorite, and the fourth one comes out this year. So if you catch up, you can read the fourth one this year. What about older series? Elric, Fafrid, and the Grey Mouser. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Oh, Conan stories. The last one. I know that one, I guess, but anyway.
The Aragon movie was horrific. I think I actually watched the movie first, and I don't really remember it that well. I just remember my sister being obsessed, because she's like, Aragon, oh my gosh, the guy that's so hot.
Is that Amber?
No.
Okay.
Why would Amber say that? She was married.
Not Amber, I'm sorry. Autumn. I meant Autumn.
Yes, that was Autumn. Autumn was always.
I always get the names mixed up for Amber and Autumn.
Yeah, so. Amber's married, has 2 kids. Oh my gosh, he's so hot, this 12-year-old boy.
I was just thinking, because I meant to say Autumn. I was like, is that Autumn? Probably Autumn. Anyway. No offense to Autumn. Anyway. I'm a dead ringer for Chris Paolini. I don't know what that means, but I guess maybe I look a little bit like him, but anyway. Oh yeah, I own that movie still.
Which one?
Aragon. Oh. And it is, I would love to burn it, because it's awful. Anyway.
Libromancer?
The Libromancer books.
I don't know what that is.
You know, I think I might have read... No, I don't think so. I've heard of that before, though. I've never read it, but I think I've heard of that before. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm fairly sure I might have gotten one of those books from... I recognize the name a lot. Like, it sounds very familiar. I feel like I've gotten it from the library, like, when I was a few years ago or something, and I never read it.
The difference between Way of Kings and The Miserable Mill... I mean, not The Miserable While, why did I say that? Les Miserables is... that Les Miserables, I feel like, is more dense. There's a ton of description.
Les Mis is impossible to read. I tried reading that one time, and I could not get into it.
Just
the Way of Kings is just fun and
so
awesome.
Descriptive, though. It will go on for like 50 pages just talking about like this one street or whatever, and you're like, why are you telling me this?
I couldn't stand Les Mis when I tried to read it.
But Way of Kings is like faster paced and like not as much description, like enough but not like overbearing, enough world building but not like, this is 50 pages about how this one character looks. So
yeah, that's
the difference between them, is that it's faster to get through. It's more fast-paced.
Oh yeah, well, you haven't even read it.
Shut up.
But that is true.
I haven't read Les Mis either.
Okay, well, Way of Kings is just, it has a lot of thought put into it. Way of Kings is starting to become one of like a really, really intricate, really awesome fantasy series that's a part of the Cosmere, and like it's really building up the Cosmere and its own world itself, but it's just a lot of fun. Like, Brandon Sanderson just knows how to make it flow and be a lot of fun while also having a lot of crap going on at the same time. So, anyway.
Chris read each of those books in 2 days.
I read The Way of Kings I read both The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance in less than a week. So, they're both like 1,000-something pages long. I was obsessed with them, and I could not stop reading them. They're so easy to get through and so much fun. How would you suggest starting the Dark Tower series? A book, please. Audiobooks, no. The audiobook narrator for the audiobooks, I do not like. Stephen King likes him, so maybe if that's important to you, like Stephen King likes the audiobook narrator for his Dark Tower series, but I don't. I listened to that guy narrate The Talisman, and I hated his narration of The Talisman a lot. So, anyway.
I don't even know what they're talking about.
What's well put. I don't know what's happening anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. I was just kind of going off on my own
The
thing.
director's commentary for what, Aragon? Or what are we on right now?
Where do you see something about director's commentary? Before you burn it. Oh yeah, I said I would burn Aragon.
Okay. He's seriously drunk and talks about the most random stuff. Good for a laugh.
You know, I might do that, because I might be able to get some enjoyment out of that little disc that I've had for years that I've never even watched from the DVD before.
Yeah, Hal is, I know Count of Monte Cristo is one of his favorite books, and I think it was either him or my sister Jasmine or something, but like they read an abridged version and then read an even longer abridged version and then like kept getting longer abridged versions until they finally found the real deal and read the final book, because it's so hard to get your hands on, especially like 15 years ago, so, or 10 years ago or whenever, so.
I don't know anything about the Count of Monte Cristo. Wow.
I've seen the movie and I liked it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna adore the book whenever I finally get to it, but yeah.
Make sure you read the Robin Buss translation. Got it. I mean, I'm sure I'll get to it someday. Like, there's a lot of these kinds of books that I want to read.
Alexander Dumas is like on my list right below like Jules Verne. I really want to read several Jules Verne's books and then move on to Alexander Dumas, which I know they're nothing the same. I'm not saying that they are. It's just that Jules Verne is more of a priority author for me. And so after I read a few of his things, then I'll move on to Dumas.
My biggest priority author, like classics wise, is Charles Dickens.
You've never read Dumas in English? Shut up, Steve. No one likes you. You're just reading it in French. Like, what the freak?
You're way too cool for the stream.
Too cool.
You're way too cool for the stream, and we can't handle it. Your lipstick girl, A+.
Thanks. It's Raven Raisin by...
Raven Raisin.
Raven Raisin.
Raven Raisin.
By Wet and Wild.
Is that raving as in like a rave, or raven as in the bird? Because it's purple, so it should be raven.
It's like raving.
Oh, it should be raven. Raven and raisins just mashed up together in a blender. Makes a perfect shade of purple. It's the only version I read, Steve, and it was good. Show off. Oh, I love it. Guys, we're going to hang out with Steve again this weekend on Saturday, and we're going to film. We're going to film for him. We're going to film a BookTube introduction tag for Steve, so you guys can get to know him a little better. We're going to upload it for him on a channel, like a BookTube channel for him, and you're going to get to see some BookTube videos from him. And hopefully that'll inspire him to keep making them. But we're definitely going to be making something this weekend with him, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'll be right back. I need some water. You entertain everybody.
Actually, don't trip over the cord. Okay. I thought there was more books than just the 3. I've seen the Count of Monte Cristo. I've seen The Man in the Iron Mask, which was so boring. My mom made me watch it, but I think The Three Musketeers is first out of all of those. I know not Count of Monte Cristo. I can't even get my words straight. I know that the Man in the Iron Mask comes after because it has the same characters, but oh dear, yeah, they're all really, really, really long books, and he's just not my priority. But eventually, yay! I know, I'm so excited for Steve to finally start his BookTube channel. Like, it's just way too long coming. Also, I guess I shouldn't be letting Steve in on this. Steve, plug your ears. When we go to Steve's house, I'm gonna steal all his Penguin books. I'm just gonna like take the whole bookcase, get one of those like trolley things, and just take it on the train with me, and it'll be fine. So
we're gonna do a shelf tour for him too. By the way, I didn't mention that.
Yeah, we're doing a shelf tour, and then after that, I'm gonna take all his Penguins books because apparently he has a whole bookcase of them, and I want them all.
And I haven't talked to Steve about it yet, but I want to do like a shout out video for him on my channel, so we can like do like some interview questions for him, like a really quick video introducing him to my subscribers that don't know him yet, and so they can go to his channel and yeah.
Then there are the 2 Dumas installments that nobody ever reads. Well, I haven't read any Dumas, so that's a thing. Words are so hard. He got 4 more Penguin books today. Do you want to bring me some water?
Yeah, it needs to drain.
Okay. Dang it, I want them so badly, so much. I've decided that I'm going to start collecting the Oxford World Classics. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Because they're not as ugly as a lot of classics are. And I want to get like the Penguin English Library, but they've started making them in really, really awful textured covers, and I don't want to buy anymore because they make me so mad. So that's a thing. Yeah, Steve's gonna be great for adult fiction recommendations. Steve's gonna be great for any recommendations, honestly.
Yeah. We talk about Steve a lot. Can't help it. He's got too much stuff going on. And a biography of George McGovern. I don't know who that is.
Which ones? Which ones what? Oh, which ones did he get?
Which 4? Yeah. I never.
Pelican Shakespeare redesign.
Cool. First 4 of the new Pelican Shakespeare redesign. Have you seen those at all? Do you know what those look like? Well, she's starting to collect some Shakespeare books in the Folger Library editions.
Yeah, that's just because I haven't actually, well, I've only read 1 Shakespeare play.
But you've seen like all of them.
I've seen like half of them.
Oh, okay.
I've seen all his comedies, all his romances, a handful of tragedies, and 1 of the histories. I'm not very good with his histories.
I've read Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear. You know, all the staples.
Yeah. The thing is that, I only ever watched them, and so it's like I never read them. And I only read The Tempest, and that was 11, and it's that because that was my favorite play by him, so.
Well, he's upset that you've only done 1 Shakespeare play, but I feel like one time you said that you didn't think plays should be read, they should be seen.
Yeah.
And so she's seen a ton of them, so that's her preferred way of taking in Shakespeare.
I've seen, like I said, well over half, I think. My favorite Shakespeare play, I don't think is The Tempest anymore. I think it would be Much Ado About Nothing and then The Tempest. I really love them both. But I really like all of them that I've seen, just about. I love A Merry Wife to Windsor as well. That's one of my favorites.
I read them all, and I helped him to write Henry VIII.
Steve's older than he told us. Liar! Oh my goodness.
You just got Hamlet in the Folger edition, That was one of the ones you got, wasn't it?
Which one?
Hamlet? This person says, love David.
I think I got Macbeth.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got Macbeth, not Hamlet.
Okay.
I read King Lear in the Folger edition. That's the only one I read in the Folger edition, but it was helpful. It's got the stuff. It helps you understand what's happening for someone who is really bad at understanding Shakespeare, like I am. So, anyway.
I just think I'll get more out of it if I read it in those editions. So I'm gonna try to start going my way through them slowly. I've been inspired by books from MK's, but I kind of want to start with some of his favorite, some of my favorite, comedies by him because they're gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, and Toodles Noodles said that the Penguin English Library editions make me so sad. They do us as well. We had a big conversation about this the other day.
It's like they maybe it's cheaper for them to print them this way.
Oh, it's definitely cheaper, but
they've lost so many people.
They didn't even they don't even announce that kind of thing. We tried, Giselle said she tried looking for an announcement of them changing their printing, and there's no announcement for that. There's nothing on any of the sites that you buy these things from. So if you order one, then you're expecting to get what you think it is, but then you're gonna get this crappy, awful new printing.
I hate how they feel so much. I was so sad the first time one of them came. I was so upset. I was like, I can't believe I just spent money on this piece of crap. I'm never buying from them again. And I'm not going to.
They should at least let you know that they're not going to be sending you the old version of it, and they're going to get the new crappy, weirdly shiny, nasty feeling.
No, it's not weirdly shiny. It's super papery. It's really flimsy
paper. Yeah, paper. Well, it's it feels like one of those shiny covers. It's not necessarily shiny, but it feels like the shiny covers.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're just awful. So don't buy them anymore, guys, because they suck.
King Lear reminds me of Station 11. I can see that. Why it would remind you. I love Station 11. I gave that book 5 stars last year. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Hamlet. I think I've seen part of it, but I don't think I was able to see the full thing because I was 11 when I studied Shakespeare, and my mom was like, Hamlet's a little bloody for you. But then she let me watch Macbeth, so I don't know how that's better.
No, see, we like the old the English Penguin Library editions. Here, let me grab a good one. Like, I'll show you.
Grab a good one and grab a bad one.
Do we have a bad one?
Yeah.
Which one's the bad one?
Pride and Prejudice, or
Is it?
there's another one as well.
No, Pride and Prejudice is a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think you don't have any of those.
No, there's at least one up there. That feels weird. There's a teacup on there. Could you please not break it?
I'm not gonna break it.
You can't tell by the feel, Chris.
Anyway, so this is my Moby Dick edition, and it feels like perfect. Like, it's so nice feeling.
No, this one feels awful. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I love the way this one feels.
No, this one feels so cheap. Do you hear it?
Oh, I love the way this one feels.
No, those are the weird, crappy editions.
Really? I like this edition.
I hate them.
I thought you were talking about something different. Because
No.
I've gotten ones before that are like...
No, the old editions feel like really buttery and soft, and this, like, do you hear this, you guys?
Don't mess up my book.
It shouldn't make that sound.
I like this.
I don't know if I've seen the Jonathan Miller ones. I honestly don't remember what I've seen out of a lot of them. I didn't really love King Lear, but that's probably because I was like 11 and it made me really sad. Okay. I don't know. I know some of Hamlet, so Don't die, Steve. We love you. Stay with us.
Just about every 10 minutes, you two are giving me a whole new heart attack.
Okay, so
What are you doing?
this is the difference between them. This one is really soft feeling.
Oh yeah, you like this better
Yeah.
than this one?
Yeah.
I don't like this one as much as
These
this
are the
one.
new ones.
I like this one. Okay, I like this one better than
No,
this one.
I can't stand the feel of them. Don't make me touch it again.
Are you kidding me?
It
I
makes
love
my
it.
fingers feel so gross. I can't stand
I
it.
adore the way this feels. Are you kidding me?
No, this one is like, it feels really buttery and soft.
No, it doesn't. It's like really hard to. It's like.
No, it's super buttery and soft, and like it doesn't sound as cheap. Like it's not cheap. It's made out of better quality.
It's made out of better quality paper, but I like the way this one feels.
Quality. No, I hate how it feels. I can't stand touching them. I'm never gonna read out of the ones that are made out of the super cheap paper because they make me feel disgusting.
You're ridiculous. But this is Bleak House, and so at least we have that, and a nice one that she likes. A nice big Bleak House.
Oxford World Classics. I don't know what they have printed in those editions, but classics-wise, if you haven't read Jane Austen, read her because she's amazing. I'd also suggest Bronte Sisters or Elizabeth Gaskell because she's amazing as well. And I would not suggest with Charles Dickens because he's very, very wordy. So I would skip on him for now until you decide that you really like him because he's an acquired taste. I know that Kaylee from Books from MK's absolutely loves Dickens, and she skim reads all his like detail because she's like, oh, this is so boring, and she'll like skim it and then go on to like the good parts.
Who are you talking about?
Kaylee from Books from MK's.
No, who are you talking about? What author?
Dickens.
Dickens, what about?
He's so wordy.
I think I'm gonna like that.
This book is one of my favorite books, Bleak House. Like, not my favorite books, but favorite classics. Like, it's really good. But it would be even better if it was like this long. Like if it was like 200 or 300 pages shorter, it would like be so much better. Just cut out the trim, like trim off the detail, and it would be so much better.
I think I'm gonna like his wordiness. I don't know.
And I really loved Enchanted April. That was amazing. If you are intimidated by like adult classics or whatever, you could try Frances Hodgson Burnett. She's amazing as well.
Steve says that his classics, he thinks of ancient Greek and Rome. Like, yes, these are classics to us, but
I haven't read Anthony Trollope. Is that how you say his name now? I don't know. I'm not even sure. But I have one of his books, and I want to start reading him soon.
The rubbery texture peels off after you read them more often.
They do make you feel disgusting. Ugh, thank you. Okay, I'm not alone in this. They like leave this weird like feeling on your fingers.
I like the way they feel just fine.
They're awful.
Like they're not my favorite.
They're the worst.
They're not my favorite, but I don't mind them. So. Combined bookshelf tour, yes. we plan on doing that at some point. I mean, our books are combined, so like, I don't know if you watched one of our most recent vlogs where we say we're gonna share everything when like so that we're engaged, and then when we get married, like we're gonna share everything. So we're all our books are both of our books. So we're gonna do a combined shelf tour at some point.
And as way of like old Greek literature goes, I've read the Iliad, the Odyssey, and then I read the Aeneid, which is Roman, and I think that's about it. I've read like a little bit of other things as well, like short stories, but like those are the three major ones I've read. And the Aeneid was terrible, and you should never read it ever. Odyssey was like meh, and I did like the Iliad.
Trollope.
It's very bloody, so of course I liked
Trollope.
it.
What has Anthony Trollope written?
The Barchester Towers.
Okay.
I don't know how you say that, but that one.
You have that.
That's the second book in a series. I don't remember what the first book is called because I'm really bad. I still need to buy the first book, so.
What?
Hurting my back.
Sorry. What could you possibly be wanting, Steve? Oedipus Rex.
The Aeneid was terrible. Are you kidding me?
I haven't read it. I will at some point. I really want to read all those books. The lovely Greek ones, but.
I don't like the Aeneid. It was just like so like I want to sleep. I liked the Iliad a lot though. That was my favorite out of all of them. I was like.
I really want to read the Iliad and the Odyssey. I want to get like a.
It's just like the Iliad is just like battle, battle, battle. A little bit of something else. Battle, battle, fight, bloody fight. Like people dying. It's awesome. It's perfect for me. But the Aeneid was
10 heart attacks now. You guys should do a live stream for June 25th. We'll do a vlog.
But it'll probably be going up like a week and a half later.
I mean, yeah, it'll be up like a week and a half later, so you won't necessarily be there. Maybe we'll consider talking to you guys for a tiny little bit. We'll see though. It probably would be on the vlog channel though, and you'll see a vlog of it. Hello. And then.
Oh yeah. Of course, Chris is excited about the Brandon Sanderson book that got announced today.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read Calamity yet, so I don't know like how that series ends. But apparently he's got. I retweeted his tweet and everything earlier today. Brandon Sanderson's tweet. I don't remember what it's called. The Apocalypse Gang or something like that. I don't remember. It's Apocalypse something. But I very much want an advance copy as well, Steve. I will be hoping to get that. It's not coming out until like 2018 or something like that. He's just got so much stuff coming out. I don't know how he deals with all of it. Honestly, don't know how he deals with all of it.
Oh, and I've his way of Greek plays go as well. I've also read. Oh gosh, what is it called? With the Furies. I don't remember what it's called.
With the Furies?
Yeah. I know what the play is called. I was in it, and that's why we had to read it. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's the one where the daughter kills the father kills the daughter, so the mom kills the dad, and then the son kills the mom, and then the Furies come after him because they're like, don't kill your mom, you awful person. And then there's like a trial with like Athena and all that.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I'm blanking on the name. Somebody probably knows it.
Sanderson announced it's like a sequel companion series to The Reckoners. So yeah, I still need to order Calamity. I could get the American version if I really wanted to, but I really want the UK version. That's why I haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna order it from Book Depository soon. So.
I think I've seen Oedipus Rex.
Oedipus Rex.
But it was like a really long time ago if I did.
Oedipus the King. Yeah. Please, honeymoon first, then the vlog, yes. I'm not going to be editing anything on our honeymoon. So, I mean, that's going to be kind of crazy. Maybe I'll, like, try to edit a lot of stuff before then and, like, try to release it. Because we're going to have our Let's Play channel out at that point. And on the Let's Play channel, we're going to have tons of stuff scheduled to come out during that week we're gone. So at least that'll happen. The vlog will have to take a seat back, though, because I'm not editing anything.
A seat back?
Take a...
Back seat?
Take the back seat. Dyslexic. Dyslexic apparently. Anyway, the Apocalypse Guard. Right. There we go. As the new Sanderson thing that's coming out, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't read a lot of the stuff you're talking about. All the Greek stuff, and Steve said that nobody's ever read his darling Horace, my best friend in all of literature. I don't even know who you're talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about either, but maybe by the time that we're 60, we'll know some of these people too, and then we'll like control some people and be like, you haven't read blah blah blah, and make them feel like terrible people.
We'll have read every book in existence by the time, like.
Yeah, totally. It's totally gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
I really want to reread Bleak House. Whenever Chris finally reads Bleak House, then I can show him the BBC miniseries, because that's another really great book-to-movie adaptation. Like, that's really fantastic.
She keeps trying to get me to watch it, but I want to read it first.
And he's not doing it. Same thing with North and South.
Don't hit me with the book. Don't ruin the book. You know how much money I spent on this book? Nothing, because I got it for Christmas. But still. This is like, it's so sad. Like, this is one of the books that I'm like most looking forward to reading. Like, one of the classics that I'm most looking forward to reading too. So.
It's really good. Read it. It's so good. I love the story. I think it's really complicated and like interweaving and like really really good that way. But it's just too wordy for me. I'm sorry. Oh.
What?
The last comment by Christine.
I want to like Sanderson, but I don't think I have it in me. His fight scenes are so boring to me. Really? That's surprising. But whatever floats your boat, I guess. I just love the way he writes characters and stories and worlds. His worlds are amazing to me, and the way he writes people into them and stuff like that. I don't know which fight scenes you read, but there are fight scenes in like Warbreaker and like Words of Radiance. There's this fight scene in Words of Radiance that is one of my favorite things, one of my favorite sequences that I've ever read in my entire life, and I love it. But you have to get through 2 1,000-page books to get there. So, did I say listen to? You have to read. I don't know. I've been listening to so many audiobooks. I keep saying listen to, but you have to read stuff. So, I love his fight scenes also.
And Chris and Steve loves the fight scenes, and then also, I haven't read War and Peace. So, that's another thing.
Me too.
I really want to read Candide and War and Peace and all those things, like, eventually. Not right now. I'd rather read some more, like, lighthearted classics, I guess.
Like what? What is lighthearted? What do you consider a lighthearted classic?
Less dense, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think War and Peace is something I'm ever gonna actively pursue.
No, honestly. But, like, I don't know. Like, I want to try reading some more, what's her face? Elizabeth von Arnim. I just finished The Benefactress by her yesterday, and the ending made me so mad. And the whole second half of the book, I was just like, this is the most dramatic book I've ever read in my life. But besides that, it was good. I really liked the writing, but this plot was, like, all over the place, so.
I'm kind of lost what book you're talking about.
The Benefactress?
Oh, Benefactress.
I was like raving about it last night to him, like ranting. I was like, what is this?
And to the vlog. So you'll see her rant about that book to the vlog from yesterday's vlog, I mean, anyway. I read Mistborn and I ended up skimming the fights. The rest was good, but the fights, meh.
I'll get to Barchester Towers soon.
I feel like he got better at it. I don't know. I don't know. I like his fight scenes, but I hope you like the rest of it.
I have no opinion. Chris only read me the first chapter of Mistborn, and that was it.
Well, you're supposed to be reading Mistborn this year at some point. You're supposed to read Mistborn last year, so.
Well, you never finished reading it to me.
I started reading it to her, like reading it out loud to her, like over Skype and stuff when we weren't living in the same state, and I just like I couldn't, because my voice like started hurting and we just didn't have enough time to sit there and listen, like me to read it to her. Maybe I'll keep reading it to her at some point though, just because I need to force her to read it, because she needs to read some Brandon Sanderson. Just saying. Hey, at least someone knows who Horace is. because I don't. In Latin. That's cool.
I haven't taken Latin in 3 years, and I've forgotten everything. I was attempting to remember some stuff like a few months ago, and I was just like, I remember nothing. Like, I remember a few words, a few declensions, a few conjugations, and like, that's it. Oh.
I don't understand the point of learning Latin in school when you're not going to use it for anything.
You are going to use it for stuff.
Not quite as much as you could use other things, though. The great fight scene Sanderson wrote from Memory of Light was mind-bogglingly great, and it was 200 pages long. That's awesome. I'll get to it sometime. That's kind of hilarious. That's awesome. I think both of us might like To Kill a Mockingbird. I just never had to read it in school, and I think a lot of people have to read it in school. I never had to read it in school for some reason. I don't know why we never had to read it in school. But, I think it was one of those books that I thought I was going to have to read in school, so it's kind of turned me off from ever reading it again. Because, I don't know, I might read it at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was 15, 16, and 17, pretty much the only books that I read that weren't rereads were books for school, and I really enjoyed a lot of them. When I was 14 as well, but I still read for pleasure back then, but I just got so busy. I barely had time to breathe when I was 16, let alone read books for fun. That wasn't a thing. It was every Wednesday morning on the way to Latin class and book club discussion, I'd be skimming the book, being quickly get through the book that I'm supposed to have read this past week, because I just didn't have the time. So.
Oh, you could use Latin in your biology degree.
Yeah.
You don't know Latin. Well, that's sad. Go learn Latin. Go learn Latin.
Anyway, my point was just that I never read To Kill a Mockingbird for school, so I never.
You use Latin to read Catullus and Horace and Virgil without a dumb translator getting in the way. I feel like translators add another layer of interesting things to it, don't they? I don't know.
Wouldn't you rather read the original book, though?
I know, that's very true, but I just can't even imagine.
You need an extra layer if you already have the original work?
I'm just saying I can't imagine being able to read something in a different language, personally, just because my mind just wouldn't be able to work that way this late in life, probably. We'll stock you up on classics on Saturday. All right. You read anything by Sam Sykes? Who's Sam Sykes? Do you know who that is? Because I don't.
No, not off the top of my head. Yes!
Translators add a layer of dumb. They're losers.
Perfect. You're my favorite, Steve. We hate you, but we love you. We hate you for knowing everything and reading everything and being so smart and having every book ever. But then we love you.
Having read every book.
But then we love you for the exact same reasons. It's okay.
We're just jealous. That's all.
Okay, so wait.
Kingkiller Chronicles third one is supposed to come out for more than 2 years. It's been 5 years at this point. Literally, I'm pretty sure the second one came out in 2011 or something like that. Either 2011 or 2012. It's been 5 years since that book is supposed to be coming out. But anyway.
Steve, even if you just
the knight's first Klingon laugh.
No, Steve, even if you just stock us up on good classics recommendations, then I could totally read them in that order and stuff. And be like, oh, this is what Steve says I should read next, or whatever. And then I can read them.
Yeah.
And it'll be awesome.
Maybe we'll find some really cool stuff at the Harvard bookstore. And I'm really hoping we can find a lot of really cool stuff that we can take back with us and read really, really soon. It'd be awesome. What was that?
Awesomeness. Don't be jealous.
Sorry if Giselle woke your dogs. Giselle's watching herself make faces back at the camera.
I'm a freak. It's the truth. Oh, okay.
Gotta head out.
Bye, Melody. Thanks for stopping in with us.
Yeah, we're not going to be on for very much longer, so thank you for being here for the time that you were here.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, can't wait to get out those vlogs so you can watch them. You guys can all watch them, and we'll probably do another live show next week. We were really liking this, so.
Yeah, I doubt I'll buy anything at the Harvard bookstore, but I mean, it would be fun to look around.
Why do you doubt that? You don't even know what they have there.
Because I don't buy books that are expensive.
But it's a used bookstore. But they're not dirt cheap like the Brattle. I don't know. The Brattle to us wasn't that dirt cheap in comparison to what we're used to. We're used to $1 or $2 or something from a used bookstore for like a thrift store or something.
There's a thrift store by my house in California that is like 10 cents to 50 cents per book, so that's dirt cheap to me. So, I
don't know. Oh, you won't be buying things at the Harvard bookstore, believe me. I would never let that happen.
Well, why are we going then?
Do you not understand what he's saying?
Oh.
He's saying that he's going to try to buy us all the books that we want.
I'm not going to get any books, so don't you worry about it, Steve. Also, if you attempt to buy us any more books, I will chop your fingers off. So, speaking of chopping fingers off, so I just watched this mini-series / TV series, I guess, on Netflix that was about Lizzie Borden. And it was like the freaking bloodiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's only TV-14, so I would think that, it wouldn't be like R, but it like was totally like mature, not TV-14. Like,
I watched an episode with her, like a little bit of an episode. It was the bloodiest, ridiculous, messiest thing I've ever seen.
It was so freaking bloody. Like, it was insane.
Lizzie Borden, if you don't know, is like this girl who killed her parents a long time ago. And so speaking of chopping fingers off,
she killed them with an axe.
She killed her parents with an axe, and then got acquitted of it by a jury a long time ago. There's like a rhyme about it. What's the rhyme?
Lizzie Borden
got an axe? Or?
Yeah, and killed her mom with 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41 or something. Yeah.
Lizzie Borden got an axe.
Took an axe.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
Yeah, so anyway, I watched this like it was like all fictionalized, like none of it was true even a little bit, but it was like interesting to watch. It was like a train wreck. I just couldn't stop watching these people just killing and more people died. It was ridiculous.
There's a book coming about the trial coming out in the spring. Giselle was like reading a ton of stuff on the Wikipedia page about the trial and stuff. Maybe you should read that book and get more insight into it.
I don't know if I want to.
You were like, she was like super like watching the show, even though it was like the most ridiculously.
It's like I don't know if I enjoyed
violent thing
or
ever
if
for no apparent reason.
But it was.
It also doesn't follow real life at all. She like kills like 15 billion more people.
She's like at least one person dies in every episode, usually in a really gory, gross, bloody way. So that was really interesting. Yeah, I know a bunch of people are like mad about the what's their Facebook's the King Killer Chronicle books or whatever, but
yeah.
Yeah, Chris has been talking to me about that a lot, so yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, Chris had never heard of the rhyme.
I'd never heard that rhyme before, but they like the show starts out with these like girls singing it and like jump roping or something like that. Apparently, it's like a childhood rhyme that is really messed up. It's even more messed up than the Ring Around the Rosie rhyme. Like, what the F?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And then in this show, she's like crazy though. She's like, she's such a total psychopath. Like.
Whereas in real life, I'm guessing the jury was like, this girl's so sweet. How could she have done this thing?
Oh, and she looked sweet at the beginning, and I think that's why is that they put enough doubt.
Christina Ricci doesn't look sweet in anything. She's got the most demented face.
But they put enough doubt in the jury's mind that they're just like, is there any way that you possibly think anyone else could have done this? And then if so, then vote not guilty, and so they do, and so she got off, even though it's like really, really obviously that she did it, and so anyway. It's ridiculous. So.
Yeah.
It's about 10 o'clock here. Almost.
It's 9 minutes to 10 o'clock, which is about when we're gonna end this. We're probably gonna stand here for another like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I really need to go to sleep tonight. Like I really want to go to sleep tonight. I did not get any sleep the past few days, and I'm so tired. So, yeah. But Giselle's a fish apparently.
I can't help but making like really strange faces.
She can see herself, so she wants to make faces at herself. That's what she does.
That's pretty much what I do. When Chris and I are like on Rabbit together, I'll just like stare.
I'll be going to bed in only 7 hours. Steve, it's not fair. It really isn't.
Stop rubbing it in.
We even had more conversation about this in an email the other day. How he can't imagine having to fall asleep for 8 hours a day. or 9 hours a day. I can't. I want that life so badly.
Just be warned, Keisha, that it's super, super bloody and gross. But you just can't stop. It's like not accurate at all though. So if that bothers you, just don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Steve, you have to sleep with all those heart attacks.
Yes. I'm gonna grab my shoes.
Where
Shows.
you guys sleep early?
Shows.
Well,
Let's go for shoes.
last night I didn't go to sleep until 3 a.m.
And the night before that was 2 a.m. And the night before that was 2 a.m. And the night before that was 2 a.m. And he wakes up at 6 every morning.
I keep trying to like tell myself I'm gonna go to sleep at like 10 or 11 tonight so I can wake up at 6 a.m. And I have been waking up at 6 a.m. I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. this morning like I wanted to, but I've been wanting to go to bed 11 or 10, most likely 11 or midnight. That's like where I realistically will fall asleep, and then wake up at 6.
Hermia, why are you up at 4 a.m.? What are you doing?
Not that we can judge because we do the same thing.
No,
I'm just saying.
not at all. I'm just wondering.
Like, what?
Is this normal? Are you a night owl, or did you just do it for us, or were you working on something else? I'm putting on my boots right now, so.
I mean, 4 a.m. last night I would have just barely have been falling asleep. So that's not that.
He didn't wake up at 6 a.m. because instead he woke up at 7 a.m. Oh, so much later.
I did. I woke up at 7:11 or something like that, and I was like, "Crap, I'm an hour late." It's all right. I watched the Hannibal show. I've been thinking about watching the Hannibal show. The guy I work with, told me that it's like really weird and really kind of beautifully made. Thinking about it, but this show, I don't know. It's just like it's almost cartoonish how much blood there is.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of ridiculous how much blood and violence there
like,
is.
How does this not make you squeamish? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess because it's not real.
I don't know. I'm really bad with blood.
I think I've watched too much Bones to let any of this stuff.
Yeah, she got me into watching the show Bones, and I watched all the episodes after she like started getting me into it. But like when I first saw her watching it, like they started like dissecting a body. I was like, how can you watch this? This is like This is terrible to me. I cannot watch this without wanting to throw up. So, like, and it's kind of got that kind of went away because Bones. I started realizing how kind of I don't know. It's not silly. Like they do a pretty good job, but it's like it's obviously fake. So like it's not that big of a deal. But then this was like this girl just like chopping someone with an axe and blood flying all over the place. So whatever. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Steve, you like the Hannibal adaptation? Yeah, the visuals will stick with you forever. That's exactly what the guy I work with told me. Like, there's just he's showing me some of the scenes and like some of the visuals from that show and how gorgeous it is. So.
Aww.
What?
At Hermia said.
Definitely a night owl, but I actually set an alarm for you guys just in case. That's nice.
That's so wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Best.
I'm so glad you wanted to be here. I'm so glad you wanted to be here live because you could have come later and like watch the recording of it and stuff. But I guess the thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't have any way of showing you like the chat, like what people are commenting in the chat. In like when they record, so like later on, if anyone wants to come and watch this, they have no idea what's happening in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Which is why I try to repeat the questions that people say. Like I try to read what you're saying and then say it out loud and then answer it or talk about it. So people who might be watching this later on, not that I'm saying there isn't going to be any people watching this later on, but there might be. If there is, then they can like know what the heck is going on. Because either way, they don't know. So.
I have seen the North and South BBC adaptation, and it is one of my favorites of all time. I love it. I think it's a really great representation of the book. I said this earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying I got her some, I printed out some of the piano music from that.
Oh, the music is gorgeous.
Yeah, and she's been playing those in the piano for, I really like the music. I don't know anything about it, but like she'll sit there and play the music on the piano and stuff.
It's like a more.
And it sounds really nice.
It's like a more political, more like deep version of Pride and Prejudice is basically how I look at it.
I really would like to read
I love Pride and Prejudice. I'm not dissing Pride and Prejudice even a little bit. I probably like Pride and Prejudice even better than North and South. They're like pretty much tied. I love them both a lot, but North and South is just like more political and like more like heavy, talking about like the issues with like the, I don't know, like the mills and all that stuff, the cotton mills. So Yeah, it's amazing though.
I would like to read and watch North and South.
We're so famous. You got an alarm set for us.
We're not famous. We have 14 people watching us, and they're all amazing, great people. I wouldn't say that's famous, but that's a level of fame that I can be happy with. That enough people are watching this and enjoying it. That's really awesome.
That's all we care about.
That's
and
so
more
much
people
fun.
we couldn't keep up.
Oh yeah, if there were any more people in here, there would nobody we'd be able to keep up with everything going on.
Because we just talk too much.
Anyway. See you later.
Well, we feel honored that you participated with us, Christine. This is her first one.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's cool.
That's awesome.
I'm hoping we can do more of them. We're gonna try. Like we say some things sometimes, we're like, we're gonna try to do this every week. Like we're gonna try to do this thing every week, and it doesn't usually happen for a long time. But we're really enjoying this, and it's pretty easy to set a night aside just to do this kind of thing. And I think it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing for me especially to take a break from editing all the vlogs that I'm editing and like all the videos that I'm editing and like all the work that I'm doing on that stuff. And just take a minute to just sit here and talk to people, and that kind of thing is really nice.
So if we weren't talking to you guys right now, of course, we'd be editing a video and.
I'd be editing videos. We might be if we weren't doing this, we'd be recording a Let's Play. We finished our first Let's Play together last night. We finished recording the whole thing. It's like 13 episodes long, I think.
Yeah.
It was 13 episodes long, all around 20 to 30 minutes a piece. And that's going to be going up actually in like May. The very first Let's Play that we're going to be putting up of us playing together is going to go up in April. And then this one that we finished last night is going to go up. But we did want to get this one out of the way, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was in the mood for it, and Chris loved it, so I win.
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. We were really glad we did that. But that's something that we'll be doing right now, probably, is recording something or editing something. So it's nice to take this moment to do this. So we'll probably try to do this every week on Thursdays. Yeah. And the thing we did this week and last week was like we went and got like a dessert, like a treat. Last week was pie and ice cream. This week it was cookies and ice cream. And who knows what we'll do next week. So.
Yes, we are going to do a Let's Play of Chrono Trigger.
We are doing a Let's Play of Chrono Trigger together. There's going to be Let's Plays that she does by herself, and then Let's Plays that I do by myself, and then Let's Plays that we do together. And Chrono Trigger is one of the ones that we're going to do together.
Because Chris just needs to experience that game.
That one will be in late summer, early fall.
Probably.
Because it's a long game, so
I have to prepare it.
We have to prepare, like, getting it ready and stuff.
I have to go through the whole game again and, like, write down notes and figure out exactly what I want to do, like, 100% Let's Play in the game. But at the same time, Chris is going to be figuring stuff out as he goes along. He's never seen anything about the game before, really. Like, he only knows a little bit at the beginning, and, like, so it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to do a lot of work to prepare it, because I don't want Chris looking up anything about the game and spoiling himself, because it is that beautiful and amazing, and he just needs to experience it.
And I'm gonna say this on the vlog at some point, like when it gets closer, when we actually like launch it at the beginning of April. But I know there's probably people in here like might have never watched a Let's Play and don't really think it's gonna be something that they'd be into. But just imagine watching a TV show or watching a movie. It's like that, but then you get like the experience of watching someone do it, like them, and you can like hear the commentary. I think a lot of people would like Let's Plays if they gave it a shot, and there's a lot of people that don't give it a shot because they see it as something silly to do, like watching someone play video games. That's kind of silly, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Especially when the game is we're mostly going to be playing games that we think are really good, so that we want to share with you.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So
we'll probably have played most of the games that are going up on the channel to start with. Yeah. Either played or like maybe like having watched Let's Plays of in the past or whatever. But yeah, we're definitely going to do Chrono Trigger. That's going to be a big project though, and it's going to take a couple months to get out, because it's probably going to be like at least 40 episodes, probably longer.
Yeah, which will be like 2 months worth of stuff. So.
I haven't played Secret of Mana. I've seen the first few hours of the game, but I don't really remember it at all.
I don't think I know what that is.
So, I'd definitely be into looking at it. That would be a good one to do possibly. It's a longer game, isn't it? I don't think it's as long as Chrono Trigger, but I feel like it's pretty long. Chrono Trigger just has the most amazing storyline of all time ever. I think it's my favorite video game of all time. It's perfection. And the music is perfect.
When I was your age, we didn't have video games. We killed people instead. Wow, Steve. It's a little bit
Speaking of cutting off fingers, we killed people instead.
I I think that Let's Plays are gonna be something that people will like us seeing, like us watching people, like people will like watching us do it. I think it'll be fun.
Hi, Katie.
It'll end up being fun.
Our super sexy book themed wedding is coming on pretty great. It's
Oh,
going.
Katie.
It's going. By the way, Katie, I've been meaning to ask you, do you still have my library card? I was wondering about that because, or did you give it to your mom?
Katie is Giselle's real life friend, by the way.
Yeah. I gave her my library card right before I moved to pay off a fine that I had, and we never discussed what happened to it, but it's coming along pretty well.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, but where we got our honeymoon, like what we know we know what we're doing for our honeymoon, and we've got several things planned for the book themedness of our wedding. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be awesome, and there's gonna be books everywhere.
Yeah, we are probably gonna have a book arch. My mom is talking to someone about it at some point soon.
Book arch, an arch made of books.
I think they know what a book arch is. I think they could get it from the title. Katie! No! I need it. Because I can't listen to books on Overdrive on that account anymore. We only have 3 libraries to listen to.
Yeah, we used to have 4 libraries we could get books from on Overdrive from the library.
But
now we only have 3 libraries we can get books from. It's really sad.
So
it's really sad.
Did you ever pay the fine at least? did your mom have it? What's going on? Yeah, I guess I should call her then and be like, hey, do you have my library card? Give it back to me. Because that's how I talk to people on the phone.
2 phones at once. A book arch is incredible. Hopefully it can happen. We'll see. We gotta make it tall enough so that I can stand underneath of it. So it's gotta be like over 6'4", 6'5".
I don't think we're gonna stand under it. I think we're gonna stand in front of it.
It should still be taller than me. Like, it would be really awkward if it's like this short little thing just hanging out behind me. Like, it should still be taller than me. So.
I know. Okay, at least you remembered to pay it. We never even talked about it after I gave it to her. I'm just like, I love you, bye. And then we never talked about it, even though we've talked since then, so. This was like over a year ago, you guys. It was a long time ago. Yeah, I always forget to look on Prime for shows as well.
We do have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it before. We can do that. You can wait if you have Amazon Prime account. You can like watch TV shows on Amazon.
Yeah.
I thought you had to buy something separate for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I should watch some stuff then on there.
Yeah.
Make a bouquet out of books and pages.
I don't think we're gonna do that.
I think we'd rather have like real flowers.
Yeah. Just because.
It might be kind of cool to have like some like of those things. If it would be just more effort to put into it, and like it's so much easier just to stack old books on a table and be like, look at our bookish decorations. We didn't put any work into this. We just bought them and put them on the table. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the original ideas that I think I suggested was that we mix into the real flowers some like roses that are made out of like book pages, so like mixed in with that, so like there's real flowers then book page flowers mixed in with that. I think that would be a cool idea. I think it would look really cool. But
I don't think I like that.
That's okay. Like we're gonna have lots of other book stuff. Like it's gonna be one book thing. There's gonna be lots of books everywhere. So.
I was using the Amazon Prime Music thing for a while when driving around. I listened to Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog on that so much last year. It was ridiculous.
You can listen to music on there too.
Mhm.
I didn't know this. I've not gotten my full. I gotten the full experience of Amazon Prime apparently. I'm a dog.
A couple who got married in the library. That's awesome.
I'm a dog person more than a cat person, but I have had a cat. Giselle is a neither person. Probably more dog than cat, because just out of necessity.
Depends. Is the dog or cat really annoying? Because most of them are.
I disagree with that. I love all dogs. Dogs are amazing, except for little yippy rats. But yeah. Anyway, they were really happy until their daughter killed them with an axe. It's really sad when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's just the worst. It's just so bad.
I'm allergic to cats, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, and mildly allergic to dogs, but dogs are just really hyperactive.
I love dogs. I want a husky so badly. I want to steal Connor O'Brien's husky and keep it for my own.
If I wasn't...
His most recent video with the dogs in it had like 6 huskies in it. And I want all of them.
3. They're siblings. There's only 3. But
I still want
if
all
I
of
wasn't
them.
allergic to cats, I think I'd rather have a cat because then I would never have to pay attention to it. And then whenever it wanted attention, it could just come sit on my lap and I'd touch it for 2 seconds and then it would leave and I'd be fine with that. So
We get to meet 2 very sweet dogs on Saturday. We get to meet Steve's dogs on Saturday, which is going to be really fun. I'm excited to do that. I miss doggies. Doggish. There's a little puppy that lives in this apartment next to us.
It's so cute. It's like this big.
It's that tiny. It's like
it's
it's just a little puppy. It's not one of those ugly rat-looking yippy puppies,
No.
but it's just a little cute, adorable puppy.
It's gonna get bigger, and also
It's adorable.
it doesn't really make noise.
It doesn't make that much. It doesn't bark very much at all.
It's like very little
Sometimes when they like let it out in the hallway to run around, like it yips a little bit, but it's really cute.
We
Like
never hear it. Like it doesn't bother us.
whenever we come,
So
a lot of times when we come home and like they'll be playing with it in the hallway and like it'll run right up to us and like jump up and down on our ankles and it tries to come into our apartment all the time and it's awesome. I would totally let it and then shut the door forever and not let them have it ever again. But anyway.
Oh, I think I knew that they're original Amazon shows, but I haven't really paid attention to them because I haven't really been on Amazon for a really long time. So.
I'm sorry your dog baby died. My dog died. My first dog died in 2008. And we eventually ended up getting another one, but that's at my parents' house back in Maryland, and I miss my dog back in Maryland a lot. His name is Charlie. I really miss him a lot. I'm so excited to see him when we go down there for Easter.
My cat's gonna die soon.
Mm.
She's like 10 years old. I think she has arthritis. She's like very slow when she walks around now.
Oh.
And it's really sad. But she's so cute. She's 10 and she acts like a kitten still. Like
Aww.
she always gets like really happy and prances around and like that's the cutest thing ever. She's the most mild-tempered kitty ever. She's just like she's never been mean ever. Like she's just always been super sweet.
Cats like that are the best.
Yeah.
But then and then dogs that are I like hyperactive dogs some of the time, but then a lot of them. My cat's gonna die soon, Giselle. Oh.
Oh, and when Katie's dogs died, it was really, really sad. I think that was like the first, I don't know. I had a dog that ran away when I was 10 and I was like heartbroken. I liked animals when I was little because I was a freak. And
Animals are the best.
I was like really upset about that, but then when Katie's dogs started dying, it was just so sad. One of her dogs got this like massive growth on the side of its neck and they got it removed and then it came back like 2 days later and they had to put it down because it was really sad. So I cried a lot about that. And then they had a little dog. I think Sakura died before Sunny did, right? Anyway, and then they had this cute little puppy and it was adorable. I think it was like a poodle, but it wasn't shaved weird. It was just like a normal dog, like poodle should be. And it was really, really cute and she was like the most hyperactive little tiny thing ever. She was so cute. And then she got bitten by a coyote and then she died. Blood all over their floor and then died. And that was really sad.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. That's so sad.
And then they had an old dog and the old dog had to get put down.
So let me get this straight. This live show's subject has now shifted to the death of beloved pets.
No, but then they had an old dog,
And
like an old black dog.
Giselle's laughing at it.
I laugh at all sad things. And they had an old dog, and they were really old, and so she either died naturally or got put down, and so now they just have one dog left.
My first dog, Oliver.
But I really loved all of them.
My first dog was named Oliver. I named him we got him when I was 8. And I got to name him. He was a little tiny puppy. He was a little golden lab. And I loved him so much. He died in 2008. And it was like the saddest night of it was like came out of nowhere. We had to take him to the emergency vet and put him down. Like he just came out of nowhere. He started like internally bleeding and like there was just problems inside of his stomach and like he's not going to live for very much longer, so we had to put him down. My whole family just kind of circled around him and like sat with him and like all cried and our eyes out and stuff. It was like one of the saddest nights of my whole life. So.
Christine, I sort of did the same. I tried to do the same thing when I was little. I loved cats so much that I would always go and touch them no matter what. And then I'd touch my eyes would swell up and they were like, I couldn't open them. They were so swollen shut, and I was sneezing constantly. And
I had a friend named Gunter who did that. We would always hang out at my other friend's house who had like 3 dogs and like 2 cats, and he would play with them constantly. He would love playing with them. He loves animals and loves playing with them, but he was so allergic to every animal out there, and he would just like he always leave with like his eyes like all like in his face like all like swelled up and stuff, and but he thought it was worth it. So how about the horrors of the Holocaust? When do we get to that? I think we can stop.
Well,
we can stop here.
No, somebody mentioned The Hiding Place by Corey Ten Boom. I have read that one, and that was really
What
good.
is Hiding Place by Corey Ten Boom? I've never even heard of that
It's
before.
a book about a girl who lived through the Holocaust.
Oh.
I don't think she was Jewish herself. I think she was Christian, and they were sheltering Jews.
Oh.
And then she got
Sorry, go ahead.
in trouble for it, and she and her sister had to live in a concentration camp for like 3 years or something. Yeah, it's really sad.
I forgot The Man in the High Castle. That is an Amazon only show. I forgot. Yeah, I want to watch that. I didn't realize I could. We have Amazon Prime. I just didn't even realize I could watch that. If I have Amazon Prime, I should probably watch that. The pediatric next live show. The pediatric burn unit. Mark your calendars.
And on that note, I think
on this
it's
note,
about time to wrap
It's going
this up.
a little bit. It's going a little bit.
We were so good before, like classics and like BBC miniseries, and then
our Chihuahua made it to 19. He became a Sith Lord by the end. That's great. On that note, though, I feel like it's going downhill. We should probably go ahead and end this. It's past when I wanted to end it. We really got to get going.
Yeah.
But
so Chris got to take me home now, so that he can go to sleep himself.
I need to go to sleep and not.
Hopefully he doesn't stay past midnight tonight.
Oh no, I'm definitely going to sleep this time. I don't think I can stay awake for much longer, honestly.
Do I need to drive?
No, you're fine. I'll be fine to drive. I just need to come home and sleep, and then wake up in the morning to do stuff. So.
Supernatural powers. Oh. Yeah.
I will email Steve on Saturday.
About Saturday, not on Saturday.
Just on Saturday, just
so
you know.
I think we're coming.
No, I told you we're coming. We're fine. We're coming. We'll be there. We'll be there. We're leaving around 9:30. So.
I love you too, Katie. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. Thank you all of you for coming in. You're all awesome. Is this a live?
That's because I joy in dead animals.
Giselle. For the record, the Toodles Noodles said that was the liveliest conversation I've ever seen about animal deaths. Anyway, so much fun. Right, it was very much fun, and we had a lot of fun, and we always have fun doing this. Like, this is a lot of fun. We're going to keep doing it. Yeah. We'll let you know if next weekend ends up working out, next Thursday. Yeah, it would be the same exact time, it would be on her channel this time.
Or maybe even a little bit earlier, closer to 8, possibly, so that we don't go so late. So we'll tweet about it, like,
we'll let you know
next Wednesday or Thursday if stuff is going on, but...
Yeah, we'll let you guys know. What? One last question. Are you Christian now, Chris? Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. We might talk about that at some point in the near future, but...
Yeah. On a vlog, or maybe next live show if you remember to ask. But yeah, Chris converted a year ago?
Yeah.
Almost
a year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
Anyway. We definitely need to go, though. It's 10:15 already.
Yeah.
Sorry, we more questions at the end, but we'll hope maybe next year we can next week we can answer more questions.
Next year.
We'll see you next year. Bye. Next week.
Taking a break.
Next year we can talk. No. We can talk more about stuff. And looking forward to it. We'll definitely let you guys know when that's happening exactly. It would definitely be on Thursday, and it would definitely be on her channel instead this time. So
thank you guys.
Be on the lookout for that.
Thank you guys all for like popping in and spending this time with us and stuff. Like even if you didn't comment that much, like we just appreciate you being here. It was so fun and it was really great, and we love doing this. So thanks, guys.
We do.
And yes, I'll try to get Chris to go to sleep by 11:30. It's my live show now. All right, guys. Now that we checked Chris out, let's talk about the real good stuff. I'm sorry, just kidding. I love you. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Good night, guys, and we'll see
you
next week, hopefully. Also, watch our vlog and watch our videos and all that stuff too. Because I'm hoping
that you'll see us more. I mean, we say we'll see us next week, but you'll see us plenty more in the vlog if you are watching that. So, good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
How do you quit this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
bye.
bye.